All right, the next hearing that we have is the amendment of the flexible subdivision for 102, 110 Ash Street. And, the chairs went back to their original locations.
Steve,
We've given this about a half an hour for discussion, but I'm not sure we'll need it. The proposal is to,
move up there.
yeah, please, if you want to come up. The proposal is to relocate the driveway so that it will be in the easement. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. And so, we took a site walk on Tuesday morning to take a look at the conditions, site conditions, and who's making the presentation? Okay. Someone tell us what you have in mind.
And can I have your name?
Anthony Sertanis.
And are you the applicant, or are you the contractor?
We're
Or
both on that.
Okay.
It will join the easement.
Yeah, it's a shared driveway that we're moving from the current location, which is not on the deeded easement. We're shifting it in this direction so that it is on the current easement, and we're making it 1 foot wider in each direction. There's some hemlocks that are going along here. They're disease resistant. 5 Chanticleer pears, is that what it's called? 3 more hemlocks here, the same as those. A retaining wall along here.
Stone retaining wall?
Right.
Looks like a stone.
Stone. Yeah. New England fieldstone. This is going to be disturbed by the work, and it's going to be put back so that it looks pretty much the same as it does now.
where's the driveway now?
It's there's no, I don't have any.
Is it the dashed? Is it this?
Oh yeah.
It's this, right?
No, it's this dash right here.
Oh, it's the green line? So it's this.
Because you're shifting it to the.
Yeah.
north.
It's a green line.
It's the green
Oh,
line.
that's the green line, okay.
I'm colorblind, so I can't really tell which.
This is the original.
Right,
That's
yeah.
the-
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like this one here,
Got it.
that one there.
Okay.
So it's actually less paving, looks like.
Same.
Oh, is it? Looks like there's a
It's actually,
more over there.
it's actually the same amount plus we're adding, the 12 feet is already there. So we're officially making it 12 feet on the documents.
Right.
So it is about the same thing.
Not the same. This is all, this is not paved, this is gravel.
Oh, okay.
So is the red line the property line?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Red line.
And where is the easement?
Easement is right here. This is
You got your thumb and finger right on it.
Okay,
Here.
okay,
And then
got it.
the solid line right there.
So it was more on one property than the other, and now it's going to be split more evenly, the driveway?
Yeah. It's gonna be split evenly.
Yeah.
Um,
They normally would be able to do this with an A&R plan and just an agreement between them.
Yeah.
But because the
Because of the flex.
Ceratopis property went through the flex,
Yeah.
that's what kind of triggered the hearing.
Right. Well, we looked at it on Tuesday, and we didn't see any problems.
Any lights, any post lights or anything else changing on it other than what you described? The vegetation?
No, there's a sprinkling system, what do they call this?
Sprinklers, yeah,
Sprinkler
sprinklers.
system.
Irrigation system.
Irrigation system, which is on their property. Well, it's currently on along here, which they're gonna cut and pull back a little bit, so it's on their property.
You're gonna be relocating some plantings too, right?
Yes.
You said closer to the road, or?
There's a row of vegetation essentially along here, most of which gets either removed or placed elsewhere. Relocated, and then the sprinkler system we're talking about is five sprinklers along these area management septic.
And the whole purpose of this is because the easement was originally put in the wrong place. I mean, the easement's been there, we've lived in the house for 40 years. And it's not on the place where it is on the deed. And Saratogases they want the driveway located where it is. And I said, okay, we need to do that because we're living with this disagreement between us, and a driveway that I've been driving on it now, it's just changing it, and so it makes stress within my household, and I'm sure within theirs. And so it's like, let's fix this, and so Anthony and his mother, Grace, have agreed they're paying for all of this. They're paying for the repaving, the moving of the trees, the new plants on our driveway, on our property to get this taken care of and move it forward, which needs to happen in order, because otherwise why would I move a driveway that's been there all this time? And I'm moving the whole driveway, a minuscule amount, and,
Well,
as big as this
it also
table.
makes sense to get it clean.
Yes.
For like someday, you're gonna be selling
Sure.
or moving or whatever.
Right.
Everyone does that someday,
Yeah.
because none of us last forever.
Yeah.
So it's better to have it clean.
Right, and so we're trying to do that in a way, and since Anthony wants this done and is agreeing to pay for it, in that process, it seems logical, so, but then comes we just want to make sure it's going to happen when it begins, when it ends, so that we're not going to have we've been doing this for 4 years, I think, this discussion here at least, so.
There's also a triangle here of pavement which is going to be removed.
Oh, okay.
By the same, by Rutland also.
All right, so you've got to cut off that piece that's over on your property.
I don't know if I just noticed this or not, but it's at the wall. Looks like it's not really, is it center properly here?
Well, I don't know, you're a person who made this, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I never really noticed, 'cause I never really looked at.
I think it's where it's meant to be. There's no space between.
There shouldn't be a space between the wall and
The drive.
and the easement.
The easement's not 12 feet wide.
No, the
How
easement
wide
on
is
the deed
it?
is not.
Right,
Which is
so
why we're making it
So
the
wider.
way he's drawn it now is that the change on the Frank's side of the driveway is right on the easement line. And so that if you move 12 feet from that line, you're outside the easement on your side.
I think Ellie.
So you're just on your property?
I think
Right.
this is really still 12 feet because it has been 12 feet all along.
Oh,
even though
the
it
easement's
says-
12 feet wide?
No, the
No,
easement
no,
is
the
10,
easement
but
says
the
10.
driveway,
Right.
but the driveway is
but the
really
driveway's
built
always
as
been
12.
12 feet.
We're making it wider so it corresponds to.
Right, but the
current
way
condition.
this is
So
drawn, it's
then-
right on the easement line, on that side. So,
Yeah, it's-
Right, but I think this is 12 feet, right? This
it's
is.
a 12-foot wide
it is 12
driveway,
feet, and this-
starting right on the easement line on the
So
front
5
side.
feet on their property and 7 feet on your
I don't have a
property, is
scale,
the way
but-
it's drawn.
It should be 6 feet from this point to that wall or more.
So that
The
does
same
look.
way here.
Then it's not drawn that
drawn
way.
correctly.
In addition to the fact, before this can get done or really proceed, that's why I want to know when is the date and starting for all of this.
Yeah.
Metro West is supposed to come and stake this all out, right?
Right.
And that hasn't been arranged yet, so.
Yeah.
again,
So the distance from here to here and the distance from here to here should be equal.
Yes.
Right.
Well, it's not
It is
drawn that
equal.
way.
No, the easement
I think
is
it-
equal. It's the driveway that's not.
Yeah,
Well, the-
This needs to be moved 1 foot that way, and this needs to be moved
Foot
1
that
foot
way,
this way.
exactly.
If you want to have 6 feet on either
I
side.
That's exactly
think
right.
this easement It looks like it's
Well,
5 feet.
it doesn't
should be
matter.
6 feet.
I
Oh,
mean,
the
it will
easement
be
should be
drawn.
6?
Well, 6 is 12 feet.
Is the easement 12 feet wide
No,
or
no,
10
you
feet
said
wide?
easement
New
was 10.
easement.
The
The
new
easement
easement-
Oh, it's a new
We're
easement?
changing the easement. We're making.
The easement's being changed
We're
from
changing
10
the
to
deeded
12.
easement. from
Oh,
10
he's shown
10
the,
feet to
he's shown
12.
the existing easement. And he's shown it as 10 feet.
It's not drawn correctly.
Right.
This one needs to
He
be.
needs to change it.
Drawing it, and we all, he also knows he knows this an as-built, so we
Okay.
gotta get that fixed.
Okay. So,
This looks like it's 5 feet if you scale, not 6.
no, it is 5.
5 and 7 right there.
The driveway is, the easement
The
is 5
driveway.
and 5.
Correct.
It's-
So the easement should be 6 and
Whoever
6.
drew this misunderstood.
Right. Jim Culver.
This wall will shift 1
One
foot
foot that way.
in this direction, and this curve, whatever it
Which is
is,
sort of what
will
you were
shift
saying.
shift 1 foot.
Right. That's what you were thinking, you're saying.
Makes more sense.
Yeah.
If any of you saw the stakes yesterday morning, the stakes were 6 foot over here, because we've multiple times measured from that center line to where these stakes are.
Yeah.
So the stakes are correct.
Space are correct, the drawing needs to be revised. You're okay with the landscaping and all of it? Yeah. So what we could do is, we need to continue the hearing to vote on the draft decision language.
Mhm.
And what I would suggest is, in the interim, go back to this guy, get the drawing revised so that you can submit that to Betsy, and we can take a look at it when we're reviewing the decision language. Does that make sense? So your question is, if we do that,
Yep.
then how soon after we take our vote
Right.
can the work get started?
Right now, it's really more about Metro West. I didn't contact Metro West.
He happens to be sitting right behind you.
Oh. Okay, well, I don't know how long it takes for them
I have no clue what's going on, I have no idea
This
what's
is,
happening.
this is 102 Ash Street,
Okay,
the Franks and Saratogases. They're changing the driveway location. Has anybody talked to you about that?
no.
No.
to.
Okay.
We just needed stakes, one side, one of the property line stakes. How long do you think that would take?
I kind of would need to see the plan, I mean, does a plan need to be drafted too that gets recorded?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, so, I mean, probably a couple of weeks or something, you know. Get the plan put together, get it in our schedule.
We can't use this, because this plan is based on Metro West's plan.
This is your date.
right, but
This
you
is your
need
date.
something stamped by Metro West. This was based on Metro West plan, but it was your landscape person who
Right.
did the plan.
So Tim,
Based, so your landscape plan cannot stamp an engineered plan. So you'd have to go back to Metro West, I think.
That's right, because you're changing the easement, so you need a legal document to
Yeah.
do that.
You need to get an engineer stamp on it, a surveyor stamp, actually.
Yeah.
Surveyor
Yeah.
stamp.
So that's gonna push things off, because,
I thought we were just contacting Metro West to state the property line, that was it.
well, you need a legal document because you're changing the easement.
Wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need a stamped survey, essentially, to revise the easement. And that's what we probably need for our records.
And you'll need that for doing it for the legal part of it, you know,
Yeah.
to make, make sure that, both lots are clear.
Right.
You know, so you need that anyway.
Okay.
So we can continue it, I don't know how long.
He said at least a couple of weeks.
So November 19th?
That should be enough time.
When were you planning to do the work?
We're gonna miss the blacktop, then,
You're getting kind of close.
Yeah.
Could you schedule it in 2 weeks if they can
They
have
need
the
to
plan?
get the
Yeah,
survey.
but they need to get a survey.
Does the easement need to be changed from 10 to 12 feet?
it's 12 feet now.
The driveway?
The driveway's 12 feet now.
The
No, why
easement
does
could
it
be
need to be
10,
changed?
stay as 10, and then we just make it 1 foot
But you
wider on
still
each
need a
side.
survey plan that shows that, unless there's one on record.
There is. It's
There's
in
one
a
that
deed.
shows it in the right location?
Yeah.
In the current location, but not one that shows it in the new location.
No, in the correct location, the location that we're planning on putting, where we're planning on putting the driveway, that's where the easement is in the,
That's what the easement is, but that's not an I think what Betsy's saying is, the planning board for its record, because we're changing the flexible development plan, would need to have a survey plan of the relocated driveway.
To show it in its accurate location, and then to show the easement language.
and we need control estimates.
Yeah. Well, or somebody
Or
like that.
an
like Jill
engineering
said.
firm to a survey that shows that.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
So, I mean, we can continue it to November 5th.
If you can get the survey done in time,
Yeah.
we need to see it, you know. at
I mean,
least-
that's 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
And this, blacktop.
No blacktop.
Well, the batch plants don't usually close until sometime in December. You could still make that work.
That's not what Rutland told us.
No, I mean,
They don't know when they're gonna close
they
until.
never know. They're always
I mean,
always
it's usually
pessimistic.
Thanksgiving time-ish, but depends on the weather.
Well, generally December, and then one will stay open on Saturdays throughout the winter.
Yeah, it's usually closer to Christmas unless you get really bad
Yeah,
weather.
I don't know who you talk to, but you're listening to two civil engineers and an architect.
Okay. And what about planting?
Planning,
You're risking.
is a problem. November's not a good time to plant.
Yeah, it is. If the ground's not frozen, you can plant.
Up
So that
up to the
sounds like
point where the
wait
ground
and see.
freezes?
Yeah. I've
You
planted
can?
in December the last 2 years.
Oh, is that right? Okay, well, it sounds like you have enough time to do it.
Okay.
Can this vote be taken, subject to?
I haven't done a draft decision.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that.
I think
need to have this
we need to
correct.
have the survey so
Right.
that we can vote on.
Absolutely.
Do it the right way?
It's taken all this time,
Okay.
yeah.
So, how much time do you think you need for the survey?
I don't know, I've never done this before.
Well, why don't we continue it to November 5th at 9:30, and, you know, we'll see how far along you get, and if you're able to get everything done, then I can draft up a vote.
Yeah.
If you're not able to fully, we can kick it to the 19th,
It's good.
All right.
okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
This year.
There should be, is there a? That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you back.
Thanks.